Éireann and I is a community archive. It's also a Black migrant memory project. So we are working to capture the stories and experiences of Black migrants here in Ireland.
And Beulah and Joselle and myself have been talking and working together for the last couple of years to develop these moments where people of colour from Ireland can come together and discuss and explore their experiences through objects, through family photographs or through food culture.
We're working with Adamstown Educate Together. Adamstown is an area where there's a lot of diversity amongst the children. I think there's 20 different languages spoken in this school, and that's the reason that we decided to work with this particular school.
This idea of kind of bringing other voices in and making it a very polyvocal experience. So this then sort of seeded the idea of inviting other artists to come and join with us and to coordinate this moment of multiple art forms coming together to explore identity, to explore the self. I was thinking about where my family come from and thinking about the things that I have in my house that remind me of all the different places that my family come from. One of the ways we wanted to guide the workshops across all the art forms was to link with this idea of an object at home that connects students to their heritage. I have this in my house and it reminds me of where my dad's family came from, and it's very special to me. So this is, in a way it's just like a souvenir, you know, but it's also an incredible and important key to a heritage.
They'd bring something from home, share it with the group and with the facilitators as well, and talk us through a little bit about the object and themselves. And that way we can kind of get an idea of who the kids are, their background, what they're interested in through those objects.
I came in with one aim, and I was trying to basically share some hip-hop foundation, a little bit about the dance, but then get them a bit more tied into hip-hop culture, to look at hip-hop in terms of feeling and rhythm, in movement, but also in word, but also actually making the rhythms themselves too. And how they could do that and just have fun and bring their own native language to it. So I think art definitely is a way of tying yourself back to your identity, your cultural identity, and finding a way to bring that with you, finding ways to reflect on it, digest it. For me anyways, from when I was a kid to an adult, that's how I got through everything.
Mr. Score was the epitome of manhood. And she said, then you will obey your parents next time, maybe? She's like, sure.
I got them to sit in a circle, and with my personal assistant, I told them the story of the disobedient daughter who married a scholar. When I was in school, I grew up listening to tales about Diwali festivals from these Indian facilitators who came to our school. Those kind of experiences got me to be, as an adult, being like, I actually would love to be a storyteller.
The aim of my workshop was firstly to introduce children to all of their multicultural musical backgrounds and kind of what they represent, and secondly to be able to speak about their own in a space that isn't not even non-judgmental, but also one where it's actually embraced and where it's actually allowed to be expressed. Music kind of being this thing that linked everybody. Maybe it's not about finding what the children themselves, like what issues they have with things. Maybe it's about creating an atmosphere and really finding what they appreciate in it.
I talked about why I brought the drum in, and I talked about where my parents were from. It's a show and tell so they can actually expose their other classmates to their memories and share those memories with those other classmates, and it makes it open for them, other classmates, to ask them questions they might not know about their friends.
I'm Leah.
I'm Asia.
My name is Ahmed and I'm born in Sudan.
My name is Emanuela.
My name is Raima.
My name is Nikita.
I bring in a replica of a scuba diving helmet that my granddad gave to my dad.
I brought like some jewelry from where I'm from, so Nigeria. So I brought cultural jewelry that you would traditionally wear at like weddings and stuff like that.
My favorite part of the workshops was probably when like Tobi was like teaching us like dances and like when he danced and stuff.
My favorite part was probably when we had to bring the objects from home that like represent our nationalities, religions, etc.
And probably learn how to use the DJ set.
We were learning about how to make codes.
To be friendly about others, to like be peaceful to others and like respect others' religions, nationalities and stuff like that.
I learned a lot of stuff. I learned how to dance, I learned how to use a DJ set, and yeah, it's fun. Just to be proud of like who you are, and like to just always try to be yourself, and no matter like how you look or what you do, just be proud of yourself.
I think with the sort of school system the kids find themselves in, either in primary or in secondary, there's a really rigid, sort of inflexible way of teaching and of learning as well. Bringing in different art forms, people of different practices and different disciplines, and getting the kids to share with us and with one another what matters to them in maybe a form that they're not used to, or a form that they're interested in but haven't had the chance to explore at school anyway, I think is really good. And is a new way of just, I guess, developing social and interpersonal skills and learning about themselves through art.